can you own a Boston Terrier when you live in extreme temperatures? In this video, I just want to cover basically, can you own a Boston Terrier if you live somewhere where it's really warm? I'm talking like 90 degrees plus throughout the year, or in really cold temperatures where it could be -20. I've gotten a lot of questions about this on the YouTube channel, so I thought I'd help you guys out by answering this question in this video coming up. Hey everybody, welcome to the Boston Terrier Society YouTube channel. Be sure to hit subscribe if you're someone who wants to learn more about the breed, learn what it's like to be an owner, hear expert interviews, as well as connect with other Boston Terrier lovers just like yourself. I'm Donnie Gardner, the founder of BostonTerrierSociety.com, and this is Bella, my Boston Terrier of over 10 years. And today I just want to answer the question, can you own a Boston Terrier if you live in extreme temperatures? The short answer is yes, absolutely. Obviously, you're going to be living indoors somewhere, and as long as your Boston's there a majority of the time, you're fine. Now, no, Boston Terriers are not outdoor dogs. If you plan on having an outdoor dog, like a husky, I'm thinking like somewhere in the cold, or I live in Kansas, and my in-laws, they have some outdoor hunting dogs, and they keep them outdoors because then they take them hunting in the winter, so that just makes sense. That is not a Boston Terrier. You do not want to get a Boston Terrier if you think you're going to be leaving it outside to live, because that's just not the type of breed they are. Bostons are a very, companion-oriented dog. They want to connect with humans. If you're thinking about leaving a dog outside, this is not the dog breed for you. But if you do plan on having a companion type dog, you absolutely can have a Boston Terrier. I had someone comment a while back ago, they live in Sri Lanka where it's really warm and humid. I've even had somebody reach out to me that lives in Kuwait where it's really hot. I was actually there for a while, I was in the army, and it'll get up to 135 degrees. Yes, you can have a Boston Terrier in those extreme temperatures. Just know that they need to be inside just as much as you're inside. If you do take them outside, Bostons have a short nose. They're a brachycephalic breed, and what that means is basically just a short nose. And they cannot pant as well as other dog breeds. Think of like a Labrador who pants really heavy. That's just cooling their bodies down. They don't have that capability. If you do go outside, say basically any temperatures above maybe 75 degrees, this is me with no medical background, this is just my having Bella for a while. 75 degrees and above, I would just watch them, make sure they're not excessively panting. If they're foaming at the mouth, that could be a problem, that white foam. That's when you're gonna wanna get them inside. If you're gonna go more than say 20 for a 20-minute walk, make sure you have water with you just to help them keep them cool and avoid those hottest times of the day. So you're gonna walk them in the morning, walk them in the evening, because that sun can hurt their paws. We've taken Bella for walks before, and you take her on the asphalt, it gets extremely hot. I live here in Kansas, and it can literally, burn the bottom of your feet. It'll burn the bottom of your Boston Terrier's feet as well. When it comes to heat, yes, you can have a Boston. You just want to make sure you're taking precautions. You're leaving them inside a majority of the time. You never want to take your Boston Terrier outside in like 90-degree weather for more than 20 minutes. Sure, you can build them up to that. I'm sure some of you have Boston Terriers. Maybe you've done that before, but I wouldn't personally recommend it. I know on really hot days, we're just doing loops around our house and Bella's laying on the ground and you can't move her whenever it gets really hot. And once you have a Boston, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're going on a walk and they just flop on over. Long story short, yes, you can have a Boston Terrier in extreme hot temperatures like that of Kuwait or Sri Lanka. You just want to keep them indoors most of the time. Bostons are not outdoor dogs, so you don't want to let them live outdoors. They're a companion animal that want to be with you. Now, when it comes to really cold temperatures, once again, Bostons are not the dog breed that need to go outside. They need to have a coat on because they have a very thin, short coat. As you can see, Bella's coat here, it's just not thick. Whenever you think of like a husky, something like what other kind of dog breed has a thick coat? Let's just stay with the husky example. They're going to be able to stay warm. Boston Terriers are not. If Bella sees snow, she's not going outside. You basically got to drag her outside and she's going to want to have her coat on. There for a while, she had to have her booties on. That's a real thing, and your Boston's probably going to require them. She doesn't need to wear her booties now, but there for a while, she wouldn't even go outside without her booties on. You're going to want to get a coat for your dog, which sounds kind of silly, but it's for real and it's going to help them. And you're going to want to get booties for them because it's going to keep their paws warm. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging just with my personal opinion with Bella whenever it comes to temperatures being safe. I went ahead and did a little research last night. That's why I'm in a brand new shirt. I found one scholarly article, the Tufts Animal Care and Condition Scales. Basically, with this study, it gives a guideline of what are extremely cold temperatures to be worried about and what are extremely hot temperatures to be worried about when it comes to dogs in general. And it actually goes into really good depth as far as small dogs, how are they looking healthy-wise. But a general guideline, 60 degrees Fahrenheit, or for my people that are not in the United States, 15 degrees Celsius, that is the optimal temperature for any size dog. Meaning if you're going outside, the risk of injury due to the extremely hot or cold temperatures is minimal, very minimal. What are the temperatures that you need to be concerned? For the most part, at the cold end, anything below 20 degrees puts your dog at an extremely high risk of injury. Keep this in mind if you're taking your Boston Terrier out anywhere where it's, below 20 degrees. At the high end, you pretty much want to be worried, this is for dogs in general, at the 80 degree Fahrenheit mark. Above that, it puts them at a higher risk for injury due to some sort of heat injury. The bigger dogs start at that 80 degree mark. Smaller dog breeds can go up in temperature. It's just those big ones really suffer from those extreme hot temperatures. So I hope that sheds a little bit of light as far as the temperatures with a scholarly article. I'll put it in the show notes below so you guys can check out that article for yourself. And just keep in mind, remember, anything below 20 degrees puts them at extreme risk for injury, and anything above that 80 degree mark Fahrenheit puts them at an increased risk for injury. You still want to be watching your Boston Terrier no matter what the temperature is, right? You want to make sure that they're going to be doing okay outdoors no matter what the temperature is. But this just gives you a better idea from an expert on what temperatures you should be watching out for. So I hope this helps. All right, back to it. I hope this video helps you. If you're somebody that lives in extreme temperatures, whether or not it's really hot or really cold, the key is to always monitor your dog. And number one is Boston Terriers are not meant to live outdoors. So keep that in mind if you're searching for a dog and you like the Boston Terrier and that was your plan. Don't get them if that was your plan. Question of the day, what kind of tips do you have as far as taking your Boston Terrier outside, whether it be extremely hot temperatures or extremely cold temperatures? Are there certain techniques that you use, like maybe you bring something along that helps it out? Or do you have a Boston that you've taken out several times in extreme heat and have had no issues? Put in the comments below, because someone who's watching this video has questions like that, and any insight that you can provide would be super helpful. And once again, if you enjoy learning about Boston Terriers, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel just so you can get the latest from Boston Terrier Society. And otherwise, until next time, life is better with a Boston. See you later. Bella, say bye.